is Autumn with Body by Autumn in beautiful Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And I'm going to show you a few of my favorite stretches today. Stretches that should help with lower back pain and tight hip flexors. So my first absolute favorite stretch is the pigeon. So you're going to take your leg, bend it in front, try to get the side of your leg on the mat and extend the opposite leg straight back. The important thing here to remember is to keep your hips facing the mat. So you don't want your butt cheek raised up, like the opposite butt cheek, like one butt cheek down, one butt cheek up. You want both butt cheeks up and then lower your hips down. This is good for the piriformis muscle that sits under your glutes. You might feel this in your glutes, in your hamstrings, in your inner thighs, just depending on how tight you are. You can stay here if this feels good. If you need a deeper stretch, you're going to go down. And you can rest your head wherever it's comfortable. I like to stack my fists and put my forehead on top, or sometimes I just put my head on my hands. You want to hold this stretch for at least 30 seconds and then switch to the other side. Just bring the other leg around. And I'll show you this way just so you can get a different vantage point. So again, side of your leg is on the mat. You're lifting your hips up, squaring them with the mat, and dropping straight down. Okay, so notice my butt cheek isn't on the mat. Both of them are lifted and lowering down to the mat. Feels so good. So that's my absolute favorite, is the pigeon stretch. Some people can't do that. If you have knee issues, artificial knees, just too tight, whatever it is. My other favorite stretch is the figure 4, which also can stretch the piriformis. Good back on your back. Let's keep your right foot on the mat. Take your left foot and cross it over the right. Bring your right knee back. And you can pull it back. And just enjoy it. Again, 30 seconds, and then you want to switch to the other side and pull it back. That's called the figure 4, because if you straighten your leg, it looks like a number 4. And while you're here, I like to stretch out my lumbar spine by keeping my knees together and pulling my knees back. And then keep your feet together and part your knees into like a butterfly position. Grab your ankles and pull your heels in toward your hips. You can use your elbows to push your knees out to the side if you need to. And as a progression from this, you can grab your toes and extend your legs out to the side, and then you can rock side to side, which feels really good on the lower back. All right, so that's a great stretch for your lower back, inner thighs. Again, knees together and then knees apart, keep your feet together. And while you're down here, might as well stretch out your hamstrings. Keep your right leg straight and on the mat. Bring your left leg up. Keep your toes pointed and pull back. So it's going to stretch out the top of your leg, the top back of your leg, the hamstrings. Now if you want to stretch your calf muscle, flex your foot, pull it back. And then we have an IT band right on the side of our leg from our hip to our knee. With your foot flexed, you can grab this leg and bring it across your hips. Now don't let your hips come up off the mat like that. You want to keep your hips on the mat and just bring the leg over. Now your butt cheek is lifted up a little bit, but you're not rolling to the side. So keep your shoulder blades on the mat. If you're doing it right, you should feel this on the side of your leg. And again, you want to do the other side as well. And also for the lower back, you can do one leg at a time. Switch to the other side. My other favorite stretch are for the hip flexors. So our hip flexors are in front here. And they get super tight when we sit, drive, work, whatever we're doing at the computer. If you can get on your knees, you can get down like this. That leg that's in the front, so I got my left leg here. You want to come out far enough so when you bend, you got about a 90-degree angle in your knee. If you don't go far enough, your knee is way over your toes. So bring that foot out, bend that knee, kind of drop your hips down, and you should feel this right here in the front of your leg. And then while you're here, you can also stretch out your hamstrings by keeping your legs straight and then dropping your chest straight down toward your knee. And also pushing your hips back. And then lifting your toes and dropping down, pushing your hips back will stretch out the calf. And those are just a few of my favorite stretches. All right, talk to y'all later.